You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes from Marcos Serna. Marcos is a former Division I athlete and professional triathlete for Team USA. He's currently a senior account executive at Okta. His sales accomplishments range from being a two-time AE of the quarter at Okta to SDR of the year at Optimizely. Here he is.
Sales emails are really boring, and they're actually not personalized when you're doing cold outreach. So what is the solution? It's video prospecting. I typically use a tool called Loom, or there's another one called Vidyard. It's really up to you. They do the same thing. But today I'm going to give you the video template on how to go about your personalized video. And so typically my process really aligns on 4 strategies. 1, you got to warm up the customer. 2, you want to earn their trust through value. 3, you will share relevant examples on how you can help that persona. And then the last one will be a call to action for your product. So let me walk you through my strategy here. As far as warming up the customer, what you want to do when you record your video is you want to screen share your video, right? And so typically what I do is I actually start on that company's website. Why? Because it's a lot more tailored, right? And so the first thing that a prospect will see when they open up the email is that you've gone out, shared a video, and they can see the thumbnail that shows their website. So automatically you increase your chances of getting your video seen, which is what we want. So that's warming them up. Second is earning the prospect's trust through value. So the way I do this is I actually go to their LinkedIn page and I pull up relevant job openings. So say for example, I can just use an example from my organization at Okta. I work with a lot of, IT professionals, product engineering, right? And so I'll open up a job opening that says that they're hiring for an SVP of engineering or something. And then I'll call out something on that job opening. So it's more relevant, right? And it can tie back to, the product that I'm selling. So say, for example, they're hiring for someone with 10 years of identity experience, right? With identity, I know I can tie that back to Okta. So it's just, take the time to go, a little bit over and find those relevant key nuggets of insight. And then what I will do is I'll show relevant customers that work with my organizations to their industry. So if they're in organizations in telehealth, I will say, hey, we actually work with XYZ as well that are in telehealth, right? Or if you see that they have a customers page on their website, you can call out the shared customers between you and their organization, right? So that's earn their trust through value. Once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to create relevant examples. So I have one slide. It's 3 to 5 problems that we solve for at our organization and how it's relevant to that persona. So remember, every persona is different. And so as you're going about this, 3 to 5 problems have to align to that persona. So a director of IT is totally different than a chief product officer, right? So just know that. But if you have that slide up, you speak their language, right? And then once you've done all this, then you've earned the right to do a call to action of your organization. So I typically have one slide, shows what we do, kind of the vision, high level. And then the last, 20 seconds, I'll share with them a quick demo on what their user experience would look like, in the video. So typically my video lasts between, 50 seconds to a minute and a half, depending on how relevant it is. But this is personalized, right? And so what are the impacts? Well, I would like to say it's like the holy grail of prospecting. A lot of times I'll send out just one email and I'll get a meeting after one email, right? So I took the time, I understood, kind of what could be the key business impacts and how we can help. And I did that all through a personalized video, which shows kind of my personality, my excitement, and my ability to help them. And then therefore you will generate more pipeline, right? So that's the template to building the perfect personalized video.
To connect with Marcos on LinkedIn and for a link to check out his Sales Life podcast, just click over to dailysales.tips/987. Once you've done that, be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip. Thanks for listening.